This is an MTPredictor trading update. On Friday, I showed you the two trades in the YM, the 3-minute. There were similar trades in the ES and the NQ on Friday as well. The first trade was better than 5-to-1 risk reward, and the second trade of the day that set up went for better than 3-to-1. So a total of 8 R basically for the day on Friday. And I just wanted to show you, because we came in yesterday on Tuesday after the holiday, and I'll just show you what's set up. The first trade that set up was a potential long. The trend was long. It was an automatic setup, and I'll just put the it was a long for 5 contracts. Let me squeeze this up a little here so you can see the risk to reward was a little better than 4-to-1. And I'll just step this forward here. Okay, let me just spread this out again just so you can see. Now, this particular trade didn't get entered. I use the standard, the default setting is for a 1-tick offset on the entry and on the stop. I use 2 ticks, and this is I'm going to show you why I use. It's just a personal preference. But here was our entry bar. This was a call for a long at 10,168. That's a 2-tick offset, not a 1-tick offset off the reversal bar here. And so the long at 168, this bar here got as high as 167. So this one never filled. If you had a 1-tick offset, then that would have filled for you. I like using a 2-tick offset just because of trades like this. Okay, so and this was, came into this minimum wave C area, and the typical wave C area is this box here. The second trade, the TS2 that's set up. Let me clear this analysis. So no trade there for me. You may have had it if you had a 1-tick offset. Then this one sets up TS2. Again, the trend is long here in this call for 4 contracts with a target of 2.9, almost 3-to-1. Okay, so a couple of periods go by, it doesn't get entered, and then the third period it would have gotten you in there. Didn't quite hit the 100% initial risk. Before that pulled back and would have stopped you out there. So minus 1 R there. And then you had another setup here. Okay, so that would have entered you here and stopped you out there. So now that's a minus 2 R for the day. And then we get another automated TS3 setup. And let's just put the analysis on here. This one calls for a long of 4 contracts. This one had a pretty healthy target of 5-to-1, which would have been nice to hit there. And there we did hit the 100% initial risk. So at this point, those that choose to move their stop up to break even would have their stop now at 139. And just came back and hit the stop there at 139 for a break-even trade. So we're at minus 2 R and 1 break-even on the day. And then the last trade, let me forward here to this decision point here. Again, nothing real special about this decision point other than the trend was neutral. So I went ahead and included it. Did have a red high volume spike here. So potential reversal there. and this would have been a 3 to 3 risk to reward, and that stopped out. So we're minus 3R for the day and 1 break even, and that takes us into today's trading. So let me show you the one trade that's set up in the YM there, and I'm just using the YM just to be consistent, so we're not, mixing trade, jumping from one market to another to kind of demonstrate this. So let's look at today's numbers. So in the afternoon today, this is the June 2nd. Here we had a setup here. Again, trend was with us. We even got a high volume, red high volume spike there. Put the analysis on there. Long 4 contracts with a basically 2 to 1 risk reward, and that got you in and then stopped you out. So between the 2 days, the Tuesday and Wednesday, you basically had a minus 4R and 1 break even. Okay, but if you add in Friday, we were up 8R on Friday. So we're basically at 4R for the last 3 days. So you see why it's important to when you get the winners, to manage them properly like we show, and take the larger gains, because we're going to have, like we had these last couple of days, a string of losses, break evens. But net, we're still up, 4R, which is nice, over the last 3 days. So expect the losers. They're going to come, but the key is to keep them small and stick with it. Again, we're just looking at the automated setups. Advanced traders probably found some trades that set up that were very profitable. But just looking at the automated setups is why you've got to stick with the plan. And even though we had a string of losers the last couple of days and break evens, we had a nice day on Friday that allowed us to suffer some drawdown here. Drawdown over the last couple of days, but still up net 4R for the last 3 days. So I hope that's helpful, and stick with the plan, and we'll do it again, see if we get some better trades that set up for us tomorrow.